Will you clap for me? Will you hand me that coffee?
Where you want to put the mic?
It's right here.
Okay, word. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Binky TV. It's so nice to be back. I know it's been a minute since we dropped a video, but, you know, life gets crazy sometimes. Sometimes it's hard to stay consistent. But y'all keep on trying, gotta keep on striving for consistency. So there's a little motivation to start the video. But anyways, we're back, and we're back with a banger because, as you all know, the Minnesota Timberwolves made an absolute splash of a trade, trading a haul of assets to the Utah Jazz for a return that is two-time Defensive Player of the Year. I have to binky myself right there.
Binky.
And let me just first start by saying everything we gave up to receive Rudy Gobert, and then we'll go a little bit deeper into how I think it's going to work and if we got fleeced. So, I can refer to my notes real quick. Obviously, the Timberwolves get Rudy Gobert. Nothing else added in or thrown in there for us. And we gave up to the Jazz Malik Beasley, Patrick Beverley, Jared Vanderbilt, Balmaro, 7-foot rookie. He didn't really get too many minutes last year, but he had potential. Our pick with the 22nd NBA draft pick, Walker Kessler, and 4 first-round picks. Now, that's a lot. All right. I'll start there. I'll say that. That is a lot to just receive one player and no other assets with him. I mean, it's a Hail Mary. That's a Hail Mary of a trade. It's a win-now move from Tim Conley, his first move since becoming president of basketball for the Wolves. And I feel like myself, and I feel like a lot of other people included, when this trade first happened, we didn't know how to feel. At first, I'm like, wait. We traded Patrick Beverley. Like, I was kind of thinking a little bit like, damn, he's the heart and soul of the team. You know, we had a Cinderella story kind of making the playoffs last year, and nobody thought we were going to go as far as we did. And, like, Vanderbilt's hustle, everybody loved him, loved that. Malik Beasley, I mean, he did set a new franchise record and made threes in a season for the Timberwolves, which I feel like goes pretty unnoticed. But, I mean, you look at it right there, and we're bringing in Walker Kessler, our draft pick. I mean, dude averaged 4 blocks in college. Had a game where he had 12 blocks and 12 rebounds. I mean, at first glance, you think you got fleeced, right? You think, okay, we traded all these assets away and brought in Rudy Gobert. Now, then I sat and I thought about it for a little bit, and I had to talk with my friend Alex. And I'm thinking, okay, we kept Jaden McDaniels. We kept Taurean Prince, brought in Kyle Anderson. Just signed another shooter to kind of replace, fill that hole that Beasley is going to leave behind. And Bryn Forbes, he's, let me pull that up real quick. So Bryn Forbes is a career 41.3% three-point shooter. So bringing in a guy like that, I mean, he's going to get 10, 15 minutes, depending on matchups, less or more. And I mean, he's gonna give you some good production from the 3-point line. And then you keep Jaden, which, I mean, he's just lengthy. He can defend. People are telling me we lost a lot of our perimeter defending, but I'm like, Anthony Edwards is gonna take a leap as a defensive player next year. Jaden McDaniels is gonna probably be playing at the 3, and we can match him up with some of the better shooters that will play throughout the season. And he's so lengthy that, I mean, it's gonna be hard not to get or to get an open shot. I mean, everything's going to be contested with somebody with that wingspan and length on him. And, I mean, Taurean Prince, nice 3-and-D guy. Kyle Anderson, I feel like he brings in a little bit of what Vanderbilt brought. But Kyle Anderson, I think his game is a little bit more controlled. Now, that's not always a good thing, but it fills in well for what we lost for Vanderbilt. And I hope Vanderbilt has a very successful time over at Utah, and I hope he gets a lot of minutes because he's a great player. But you look at it like that, and oh, sorry, I missed out on one as well. Jalen Noel. Jalen Noel is gonna come in and get a lot of Beasley's minutes, and we've seen him. I mean, he can score inside and outside. He's decent defender, nice 3-and-D guy, but he can also create his own shot. He has an eye for sharing the ball. I think he's got a good IQ for sharing the ball. So like, really, we're just betting on the players that we have drafted are going to sprout into what we think, they should be. They're going to hit their potential, and that's that on that anyways. But I wanted to also go into how this is going to affect Cat's game, because a lot of people were thinking, it's not going to work, too big. So we are paying them a lot of money, some like almost $500 million. But you look at it like this. Last season, I mean, Towns is a prolific shooter. We all know. I have a stat pulled up here. Towns has made 41% of his attempts from three last season, shooting 150 for 366 shots. I mean, for a big shooting that at 3-point range, that's incredible. And over the course of his career, he's been a 39.7% 3-point shooter, which is the highest percentage from a center in league history. So when we say Karl-Anthony Towns is the best shooter of all time, I mean, we mean it. Like, the numbers are there. This man really is the best big man shooter of all time. So now you lighten the load on him to play defense down low, to be that anchor, because you have Rudy Gobert, one of the best, if not the best in the league, to be that anchor down low. And that allows Towns to play at the 4, which I believe that's his true position, at least back when he was in college. You can fact check me on that, I'm not sure. But that's going to leave Towns out on the perimeter more. It's going to help keep Towns out of foul trouble. And you know how emotional he can get with his fouls. Like, he's got a tendency to get about 4 or 5 before, halfway through the third. And then he starts getting all emotional, and then he's playing a little bit more rough. But now he can play out on the perimeter more. And I think it's going to set up some really interesting looks. And people are going to see just how versatile Towns is. Like, he's not a true center. This man is he's versatile. So I think he's going to be out on the line a lot more, and that's going to help him out. And then you got D'Lo that keep him around because, I mean, he's the best on our team in running the pick and roll. So, Gobert coming up and setting him screens. I see a lot of lobs being thrown up to Gobert. That's going to be a good production there. And then, if it's not D'Lo and Gobert running the pick and roll, it could be D'Lo and Towns running a pick and pop. And if they're covering all that up good, let's give it over to Ant, let him create a shot. And then you always got Jaden McDaniels flying around. He's looking for a mid-range, looking in the corner, waiting for a 3. I'm just saying. People saying it's not going to work, but I'm going to say it right now. The Timberwolves are going to be 50-plus win team next season. I'm going there. I'm saying it. But anyways, in terms of us trading the 4 picks, let me take a sip of my drink. Also, come on now. We are not a lottery team anymore. Minnesota, I'm sorry. We are done relying on a first-round pick. We are done relying on new talent. We have a young core. As damn near as long as I've been alive, excuse my language, all we've been waiting on is a number 1 pick. Draft a new rookie, 18, 19 years old, coming in the league. He's going to save the franchise. Blah, 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 blah. We got the young core. For the next 4 or 5 years, I don't want to hear nothing about how we need to go. We trying to go top 10 in the draft and we're a lottery team. This is a win now move, and I support it 100%. I mean, if you disagree with me or if you think there's something I missed for my basketball fans out there, especially my Minnesota fans, please drop it in the comments and let me know. But this was the right move. Minnesota sports is time. The Vikings looking good. The Twins doing good. I don't really watch them like that, you know what I'm saying? But they are doing good. I heard the Wild are doing good. And now the Timberwolves said, guess what? We're right there too. We're going to stay relevant. It's time. And sure, you know, if it don't work out, we got some assets to trade. There's going to be demand for Rudy Gobert the whole time he's in Minnesota. If we ever really did want to go that route, we could blow it up and we could trade for some valuable assets. But I mean, Anthony Edwards, he's going to flourish next season because guess what? You got two damn near all-NBA bigs that they got to worry about. How they going to game plan for you? How they going to game plan for the third year that is just on the rise? That's the right move. But, I mean, that's all I got for y'all today. Super excited about the trade. Excited to hear what y'all think. And Binky TV is back in full bink. We are here. Binky.